The highest point in Virginia might just be the best day hike in the entire country. But first, comment your favorite day hike below. Mount Rogers, which is located in southwest Virginia near the state borders with North Carolina and Tennessee, is the highest point in the state of Virginia. Rising to an elevation of 5,729 feet, Mount Rogers is also the 19th highest state high point in the country and the 4th highest east of the Mississippi. It's also my favorite state high point of the roughly 25 I've climbed. Now, this might be surprising as Mount Rogers doesn't look overly impressive from the pictures, but this is a scenario where the journey really is the destination. The hike to the summit is roughly 4.3 miles one way and gains about 1,500 feet of elevation, but it also passes through some of the best scenery in the entire United States. That's because the trail crosses primarily through Appalachian balds, which are mountain summits that are covered in grasses and shrubs instead of trees. This means that you get great panoramic views of the southern Appalachians for virtually the entire hike. But interestingly, Mount Rogers itself isn't a bald, and it's actually densely forested. This means that the summit doesn't actually offer any views. But don't worry because the forest itself is actually pretty interesting. You see, Mount Rogers is the northernmost habitat of the southern Appalachian spruce fir forest, which is only found at 5 other locations in the entire country. The summit is also one of the few remaining places in the southern Appalachians where you can find Fraser fir. As a result, you really don't feel like you're in the southeast when you're at the summit of Mount Rogers. And of course, you can't talk about Mount Rogers without mentioning the wild ponies that live in the surrounding area. These Shetland ponies were introduced in the 1970s in order to manage the balds by eating grasses and shrubs. Today, there are an estimated 100 to 120 ponies in the area, and just as many, if not more people, visit the area to see the wild ponies than to climb Mount Rogers itself. Would you climb Mount Rogers? Comment below and be sure to follow for more mountain and geography content.